And we start tonight with help for people who want to apply for federal disaster loans to help pay for damage from the blizzard. The Small Business Administration just announced today that it is keeping its Disaster Loan Outreach Center in Buffalo open through next Friday, April 7th, a week longer than expected because so many people are going there for help. It's at the Delavan Community Center, and you can go there to get help applying for a low-interest federal loan to help cover costs associated with the blizzard. Joining us live now is Jim Accurso, Public Affairs Specialist with the U.S. Small Business Administration. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
So let's start off by telling people who can apply for the loans, who might qualify.
Well, anyone who, and thank you for having me, anyone who had damage, Kelly, during the December 23rd to 28th blizzard can apply. So homeowners and renters, as well as businesses and nonprofits.
Because you hear Small Business Administration, you might just think this is for business owners, but you can go if you're a homeowner to apply.
Yes, homeowners and renters. That's a very good question. Yeah, we do know that there's that confusion, because we are Small Business Administration, but we do, in these disaster outreach offerings that we have, help homeowners and renters.
How much money have you given out in loans so far?
We have awarded over $5 million. We've had about 150 loans awarded. We've had about 165 applications that have come in, and we do see a lot of people coming into the center that have had damages related to the storm. Say they had pipes burst, or they had resulting water damage, wind damage from the hurricane force winds there was a lot of flying projectiles, roof damage, damage to their property.
And it's good that you're still open because some of this damage, people are still getting out there to assess it. What do you need to bring with you when you go to apply?
They bring with them any financial information that they would normally when they apply for a loan. So their financial information, their tax statements, profit and loss statements if they're a business. And they do come in and they sit down with a trained and experienced customer service rep. And again, they can do that at the center through next Friday, the 7th of April. They can also do so online for the property damage through April 28th. And if it's an economic injury, they can apply for our economic injury disaster loans through November 27th.
Is it a good idea for people to bring pictures with them too if they have those?
Pictures do help, yes. So anything, say that if they were to make a claim with their insurance company, bring that information along. And one point I do want to make is the loans that we are going to write are going to be outside of any other sources that they would have gotten relief from. So if they got some help from their insurance company or from another outside source, this money that we're going to award is going to be outside of that.
And these are loans, not grants, right? So what are the typical terms? How long would somebody have to pay it back?
So our loans are typically up to 30 years. So the actual terms are going to be determined by a loan officer after the application is made. But right now our loans are going to be deferred for 12 months interest-free. So the interest rates are 3% and less, depends on if you're a business, a homeowner, or a nonprofit. But again, initially, after your application is approved, and again, there is no obligation to take the loan if your application is approved. There is no fee to apply, but you will not have to pay us back for the first 12 months of the loan. Of course, if somebody would like to, they can begin to pay early, but they don't have to until month 13.
Finally, we'll tell everybody where they need to go, the times that the loan center is open. So when is the Disaster Outreach Center? It's at the Delavan Community Center. When is it open? And do you need to make an appointment before you go? Yeah,
no, they don't need to make an appointment. We have chairs set up. We have 6 trained and experienced customer service reps that they will meet with. The hours are 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturdays 10 to 2. And then next Friday, the 7th, we're going to be closing at 4 o'clock. So it'll be 9:30 to 4 next Friday.
Okay, so let's go over that again because that time is not correct on that graphic that's on the screen. Monday through Friday, what are the hours again?
9:30 a.m. until 6 p.m.
And then Saturday, this is the last Saturday that it's open. It's open from 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
Closed Sunday. And then Friday's the last day. Friday, you guys close at 4 p.m., I think, right?
Correct, yes. And again, so this is an extension, right? So we've extended a couple of times, and that's our intention, again, is to close at 4 p.m. next Friday, April 7th.
All right, Jim Accurso, thank you so much for joining us from the U.S. Small Business Administration.
And thank you for having me.